Hello, my name is Tyler, and today I will be talking about the Achilles surgery. So, what does your Achilles tendon do? So, it connects your calf muscles to your heel bone, and its main job is to help you push down, when you walk or, run or do anything. Without Achilles tendons, we would lose a lot of our power, and, walking and jumping and running would feel very uncomfortable and not good. So, it allows us to do all the things that we do every day. So an Achilles rupture is when the Achilles um, tendon completely tears off from the heel bone, and yeah, it's not a very good thing. It hurts a lot. So as you can see here in the picture, it does that right there. So it's because it could be because of the ground, or you jumped wrong or something like that, and it's it's usually a non-contact injury, and service conditions, like I said, could play a big role in it. So it's a very unfortunate thing that a lot of people go through. So everyday factors that could possibly help you, um, like this could be like a sign leading to um, you tearing your Achilles. Tight or fatigued calf muscles, or if you wear like tennis shoes that have like a high heel, it'll shorten the Achilles tendon. So when you like make a sharp movement or a cut, it'll like extend. Sometimes it'll snap. That could be another thing. And then like sudden bursts of activity, or just you get older. As we'll get later on in the video, you'll see an athlete that is pretty old that had something like this happen. And then some things that could help you like diagnose it would be tendonitis, or you can see like little micro tears in the tendon if you look at it. So yeah. So another thing that plays like a big role, like I said, would be the ground. So hard surfaces like concrete and hardwood, they will push the force back up. So they're not very good for tendons and stuff like that. So it's not very good. And then grass, even though the force that you push, it goes down, it with grass you can slip, and sometimes the ground's uneven, so it can also put extra strain on that. So how to know? You will know. It's because it's like a really loud popping sound in your body, and you'll hear it, and you'll start swelling, and it'll be difficult to walk or just to stand. So yeah. So how to fix it? So there's a surgery that people have come up with for a long time. It is like kind of like stitchings. So you immobilize your leg, and then you go through this surgery where they put stitches in you, as you can see right here. And it works for it's worked for a long time, and it takes a long time to develop. Like it takes a long time to heal. So this is the rehabilitation after the surgery. So first, you're gonna be in a cast or a boot with the ankle and plantar flexion. That's what this looks like right here, this bottom one. And you're not gonna be wearing, you're not gonna be weight bearing much on your foot. And the goal is to just reduce the swelling and just to kind of get through these 2 weeks. So after a while, you're gonna be put in this boot, and you'll begin short exercises like gentle, like range of motion, kind of like ABCs with your foot, and then you will you're just trying to just kind of get it better. So that's kind of what we're doing here. And then the strength after, so you're gonna be progressing calf raises, some just small stuff, nothing too much. You're gonna be able to walk around better. It's just gonna continue to get better and better and better. And then after that, you can start with your swimming exercises. You can start cycling, and then we're really focusing on trying to get the strength back. And after your 12 or 6 months, depending, it really depends on how either severe the tear was or how old you are, or some factors that play in it. And you can just do whatever you do, play lacrosse, play basketball, football, whatever, after it's fully healed. However, there's another surgery called the speed bridge. So the speed bridge is a modern surgical method used to repair the Achilles tendon. It was developed by Arthrex, a sports medicine company, and it's used and it uses strong fiber tapes like anchors, and they drill it into the heel to the bone to reattach the tendon, just like that, right there. So it works pretty well. Yeah. So it's kind of just another picture on how it works, and the fiber tapes are shredded through the torn Achilles tendon. The surgeon creates a 4-anchor bridge pattern that holds the tendon firmly against the bone, and it is pretty sustainable. It's a very new method, and we're still seeing the effects of if it's better to speed up this process, or if it's better to do the old way, which has worked for years and years and years. So the difference between these two is the regular surgery. It's simpler. It's, like I said, been proven for decades. The bad things about it is it's longer. You're in the cast for about 6 to 8 weeks, and your return to sports is probably going to be a year or maybe a year and a half for some people. There's a higher chance of muscle stiffness and atrophy, and there's just a slightly higher risk of rupture if the rehab starts too soon. So you just got to be careful with this one. And but it's less expensive. The speed bridge is stronger and more stable early flexion, so you can get into your rehab earlier and not worry about trying to or progressively hurting it. And yeah, it's less scarring too, because it's a shorter cut in it. Like when you cut when they were trying to do the surgery for the normal Achilles, so they cut a big line. This one's more of a smaller line. And but the bad thing about this is we don't really know, kind of what we do know, but we don't know the long terms because there hasn't been any long terms because it's pretty brand new. But the typical return to sports about 4 to 6 months. So these are some athletes that I've picked out that I think that will help this project. So Aaron Rodgers. Oh, well, there's supposed to be a video. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, kind of that spring. We'll play it again. Right in this one, right there. So that was him tearing his Achilles against the Bills in week 1 of the 2023 season. Yes, I was right. And yeah, so he did do the speed bridge surgery, and he did return to practice on November 29th, which was 6 to 8, not 6 to 8 weeks, but it was a little bit after. And then right in the next year, he was ready doing full training, preseason prep, and he went out and played his game right a year right after. So he was pretty. It was pretty fast recovery for him. So before with the Packers, he played 17 games. He did pretty good. Nothing too crazy, but with the Jets, there was a little bit of a drop off. Actually, no, he did get better. But there was a little bit drop off in his passer rating. But other than that, he did get a little bit better, and but he was also playing with the worst team, the Jets. So I'm not really saying much, but you know how the Jets are. But I mean, he didn't do too bad. He did pretty good. So Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles on September 11th, and he had surgery 2 days after. That's kind of the thing with Achilles surgery. You can get it like really, really quickly, like right after. And I guess the Jets things didn't work out, so he went to the Steelers. So yeah, it's really good. And here's Kevin Durant. Let's zoom into this one for you. Okay, well I can't, but you can see a little pop there, right there. That was in the 2019 NBA Finals. So he did that in Game 5, and he was playing the Golden State he was playing with the Golden State Warriors, and he was playing against the Raptors. And he went to repair the Achilles tendon 2 days after, just like Aaron Rodgers. And he missed the entire 2020 NBA season and focused on rehabilitation. So he kind of 18 months until he returned. So yeah, it was. But he did switch teams and went to the Brooklyn Nets right after. So before, he was a really good player. Kevin Durant's always been pretty good, and he was a really good player after. He took his time with his rehabilitation and came back, doing better in the scoring and better in assists. Now there's some bit of a game that he hasn't played with in a while because he's lost a little bit of his explosiveness, but his touch has been better. So his post-injury scoring efficiency all-around game has stayed at an elite level, and he's recovered very well. So that's really good. So these are my sites. And the strengths for this presentation, I think I could have used a little bit less words, but I think it was pretty good. I really like it. It was really fun. And I do want to research this more as I get older. Maybe make some like shoes or something that help, like, you know, tendonitis or something like that. I think that'd be really good. And I want to try to push for more grass than turf because turf hurts my knees and I don't like turf. That's my project. Thank you. Bye.